a very good question from someone recently. So, how is playing Scrabble, now we do Scrabble, but how is playing Candyland with his child, reaching his child with the gospel?
Candyland?
You know, or how is playing jacks or jump rope, or, I mean, how are these just fun, doing all this fun stuff?
On a variety of levels. One is, and this is the emphasis I put on out there, you just got to love those kids. You just got to really love those kids. I mean, this week you're going to be teaching Bible stories, Bible verses, and songs, and that's good and it's important. And Lord willing, a couple of these songs will stay in the kids' minds for years to come. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But you need, first of all, just to love these kids. That they have a great relationship, a good time at the camp. That they come to the camp, which is a variety of ages, which is very important. Because a lot of the camps that are done in the city are just young people that are running it because they're cheap labor for the summer. You guys are really cheap labor because you're volunteers. But having a few adults there, it gives more of a family atmosphere. If you love the kids, have an interest in the kids, you meet the parents, say hello to the parents, you love the kids. And that just leaves such a powerful impression on the life of these kids. And I guess one of my prayers is that in years to come, when these kids are getting older, they hit bottom or hit a wall in their life, they'll remember that, that was actually a good camp. I remember that. I need to Google it and find out what this church was about. And that's what we had with one, was from our church, but we have a gentleman in our church, his name is Vincent. He came from France. When he left France, came to Quebec City, he hit bottom on a number of issues, became not just depressed, but also suicidal. He actually went back to the Roman Catholic Church because his family background was super nominal Roman Catholic. And it just didn't speak to him at all. But he remembered that when he was in the Scouts in France, there was a Roman Catholic Scouts group. There were some kids that came from the Reformed Church. So he Googled Reformed Quebec City. He found our church. He wrote me a letter. And for him, he threw a bottle into the ocean, saying, if the Lord was, if God responds, good. If not, that's it. And so I responded. I was quite excited when I received his letter. We had coffee that next night. And a couple months later, he came to church and he's been with us. He's been just growing in the Lord. And I guess that's one example. I'm not sure that's going to be the same thing with some of these kids, but that might be just the same. That 20 years down the road, they're going to hit bottom. They're going to have an existential moment. They're going to be asking the real questions of life, and maybe some of the things that we teach them how to love them.